Hello, everyone. You are on the Heart of Success show, and I'm your host, Larisa Vakulina. I go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone. And here on this show, I'm constantly trying to share with you little tips, tools, motivation, inspiration of how you can start to understand that your life is totally in your hands. Today, I want to share with you my own personal journey of being mega successful businesswoman. It was sometime more than 10 years ago, and I just want to share with you this painful place where you constantly run and believe that the promise of having a lot of money, the promise of having freedom, the promise of having happiness and all the fulfillment and everything in your life gonna to fall into that beautiful, enjoyable, fulfilled place when you have money and when you have abundance of finances. Well, I believe that. And I know many women are struggling with this because they believe that too. Have you ever thought that this belief could be just a lie? It could be just a manipulative operation that would trap us. It's almost sort of a programming that is inbuilt in us from all of these informational fields, from all the institutions, from all the structures and external systems that we go through when we grow, starting from kindergarten and finishing in all of these business schools. It is a diverted and distorted way of looking at reality. And that's how I lived, because I believed this lie. I believe that when my next achievement or when my next financial victory, my next project that can bring the windfall of finances gonna to bring me this happiness, that internal feeling of loving myself, the feeling of being in the right place, feeling of belonging to this life, to this experience. But I never reached that state, regardless of how many awards I had, how many contracts I completed, how many courses I graduated from. None of this brought me that internal feeling of being enough and having that completion of saying, I'm happy. Nothing was like that. I know, of course, it brought me material stuff. It brought me all this sort of kind of freedom. But it was always outside of me. It was never internal experience. So the mega success that I achieved following and believing that promise was bringing me that external facade of being successful, in abundance, happy, admirable, all of these things. But actually, it was very lonely place. It was place of confusion. It was place of am I enough? I'm not enough. I need to do more. I need to achieve more, because you almost like you chasing your own tail. You're going through the vicious cycle of having wanting to achieve more and wanting to do more, wanting to have more, but you never ever could achieve that internal peace, internal acceptance of yourself, internal feeling of loving yourself and feeling of stability, like groundness, and the enjoyment of creating these achievements, because it was separated. So the external race for success and that internal experience of feeling empty, it was like two different separated experiences that never aligned together. And I know there's so many women, very powerful, strong, successful women, that feel the same. You believe this lie that when you achieve, when you earn a lot, make a lot of money, when you achieve a lot, when you have awards, and when you take responsibility for everything and everyone, you provide for your family, you look after everyone, you care taking even your teams and your businesses and everyone around. You believed that when you do all of this, you're gonna be happy. But it's never happens. Why is this? Why is it that you come home and in a space of your personal aloneness, you always ask yourself, what is it that I'm not doing right? Or what is it that I'm not doing enough? Make me feel that way, that there's something is missing, why I'm not feeling that beautiful feeling of total internal and external satisfaction. Because you don't even have time to stop and reflect, even 5-10 minutes. Well, I lived through this, and I learned a very, very hard lesson through not paying attention to little physical symptoms and signs and tiredness and being overwhelmed and being in depression and anxiety. And I believed that I'm so strong and that I'm so focused and I'm so capable of doing everything by myself, that I was just ignoring these signs. Well, now I know you can do this only to a certain degree and for some time. If you're not going to pay attention to this, you're going to face a very deep crisis like I did. And it's much, much harder to get yourself out of there. It could completely change your life then when you're in crisis. You wouldn't be able to make money, you wouldn't be able to run your businesses, you wouldn't be able to take responsibility for everyone and everything around you. What then you're gonna do? I'm just asking you this question. You are here, the goddess, the powerful woman that you are there. Please, I just beg you to reflect. Stop for 5 minutes and ask yourself a question. Do I feel the same as Larissa is telling me that she felt? Do I feel not enough? Do I feel like constantly running after the next project, the next financial winning place, and for the next um, bigger achievement? And do I feel lonely when I'm in a space of my private home? Do I feel that I always need to prove myself on both sides, to myself and to others? Well, this is very, very hard place to be, because it requires a lot of resources. This place of keep running after success and trying to be happy, but still don't know how, and you keep pretending, you keep having a mask that you are happy. It's a very hard place to be, because it requires a lot of energy. Your valuable creative energy you're wasting to keep this state. So I invite you to look at it and come to my program, the Askara Principles. I'm going to start to run it face to face here on my property in the next a few months, a few weeks. I'm going to announce it, and I invite you to join me, at least to start to understand the basics of how creative energy works. How can you manage your valuable energy to do much better, to have more productivity, and actually start to feel yourself, start to feel that divine creative being that you are, and start to feel that you are the one that is creating your own life, and you are the one, you're creating how you feel. In my program, there is a very simple practical tools that you can use in a moment to flip the negative, tired, exhausted energy into the positive and creative energy. So I invite you to really pay attention to that. Because not only you're going to feel more lonely, not only your physical body will start to show you more and more signs. You're going to feel very, very tired, exhausted. You're going to lose focus. You're not going to be able to have that very sharp thinking process that can help you to do higher effectiveness and productivity in running your business. All of these signs, or all of these states that you're going to face, are they not enough for you to stop and think about it? Are they not enough for you to start to ask yourself these questions and say, yes, I would like to start to change that. I don't know how, but possibly I can learn from someone who already went on this road. And I'm telling you, once you understand, once you start to do little practices and techniques, once you start to change that program, that lying belief, the belief that you formed through your years of being in institutions and around our society's standards, you would be amazed how much more energy you would have, how much more fulfillment you would have within, and how much your life gonna be so vibrant. It would be so alive. You will be feeling it and you will be enjoying it. You will be breathing fully. You will be feeling the excitement, the adventurous road, adventurous journey the life is. It's not going to be so rigid. You're going to be starting to really feel yourself. And when you feel yourself, you will be making much better decisions for yourself and others and your business. I would like to finish with that, so stay tuned in and look at Askara Principle Signature Program. It's going to be run online and also face-to-face. So stay tuned in, and I invite you to join me if you are the one that I described, the one that is goddess, beautiful, powerful woman, but you just confused a little bit and lost your track a little bit. Well, I can help you to get into your lifeline and start to live from the place of joy, abundance, happiness, and total balance. Thank you so much. Let me just put my outro. I'll see you next Wednesday.